Peace. Today's Supreme Mathematics is Knowledge Wisdom. Going through the Allah Power Rule Month. It's April 12, 2026. This is your brother Power born Allah. And as I'm driving, out running some errands, and I was thinking about this because of stuff I've been dealing with, stuff I see other folks going through and dealing with. So willfully you find this impactful and something, once again, you can use in your everyday life. Knowledge is the basic foundation of all things in existence. Knowledge means to look, listen, observe, and respect. Knowledge means to know the ledge from which so many have fallen off. Wisdom is the representation of your knowledge. Wisdom is wise words being spoken by a wise person. Wisdom is your wise ways and actions. Wisdom is secondary but most necessary. You don't know about a person's knowledge without seeing it through their wisdom. Wisdom means to wise the dome. Now, I'm gonna go into some degrees. I'm gonna do this a little different because normally you like go to today's degree, right? And I could go there too now that as I think about it, but I'm gonna take it a different route. Let's go to the knowledge degree in your 1 to 40. It talks about who made the Holy Quran a Bible, how long ago, and will you tell us why does Islam renew its history every 25,000 years? A little more context before I go into the answer. When you're feeling frustrated, stressed out, dealing with high anxiety in a situation, one of the best things that I realized and learned from this particular degree that I'm about to quote the answer is the ability to see in the future, i.e., write my history in advance. The degree says the Holy Quran, the Bible, was made by the original man who is Allah, the supreme being, black man of Asia. The Quran will expire in the year 9080. Technically 9980, whatever. Pardon me. The Quran will expire in the year 25,000, 9,080 years from date of this writing. The technical correction is 9,980. The nature of self-Lord and Master is all wise and does everything right and exact. The planet Earth, which is the home of Islam, is approximately 25,000 miles in circumference. So the wise man from the East, black man, makes his history of Quran equal to his home circumference, a year to every mile. So every time his history lasts for 25,000 years, he renews it for another 25,000 years, right? So when I realized this, and I had to, it really calmed me down, because a lot of times when we get stressed and frustrated by a particular situation, it's because we don't see past it. And for me, at the physical degree of power add, I am able to reflect on multiple experiences that seem very dire in the moment, but then I say, but I'm here. I'm here. I had, like I said, different particular transition I'm dealing with now that I was really concerned about being able to handle. Or how was I going to get through it? How I'm gonna make things work out? And I told myself, I started seeing myself afterward like, you're going to be at this point after that. You're going to take care of what you need to take care of. And when we look at, so it's knowledge and wisdom. So let's look at the wisdom degree in your 1 to 14s. It says, why did Musa have a hard time civilizing them in the year 11,000? Why did Musa have a hard time civilizing them in the year 2000 BC? Answer: because he was a savage, and savage means a person who has lost the knowledge of himself and who is living a beast way of life. Musa was a half-origin man, a prophet. 2000 BC means before Christ. In the Asiatic world, it was the year 11,000. Civilized means to teach knowledge and wisdom to all the human families of planet Earth. Now, let's apply that to self. What does that have to do with dealing with anxiety and frustration? God darn it, these potholes, man. I just had to get new wheels, all new wheels, because of potholes. And it's just mad crap on the damn expressway. But I progressed. So It says the answer it gave for why Musa had a hard time civilized, because this person lost the knowledge of himself and was choosing to live a beastly way of life. Now think about this to yourself. If you don't have utilized the knowledge you have to say, okay, do I know about everything going on in this particular situation? Maybe let me sit and observe before I react, which is your wisdom. But a lot of times we get frozen in time and frozen in a moment that seems very traumatic and dire because we lose ourselves. We lose what we know. We know we've gotten through things. We know we done been through it. We know there have not always been great days. There's been rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. However, you're here now. So that means you got past it at some point. So that's my whole message today once again, remind yourself of the ability I can write my own history in advance. And that I have the knowledge to get through this situation. And the first thing I need to do is sit my butt down and observe. Pause and just observe. That's the best action. Wisdom is wise ways and actions. The best action in this moment is that I'm going to sit my behind down and observe what's going on so I have all the facts and I'm able to move in the right direction. So, pardon the little stumbles there. I'm sharp with mine. It's just a lot of times I'm driving and have a lot of things going on because I know some 5% is looking like, oh, look at him. Nah, you don't want none of this. So, but willfully, you find this very helpful because it's helped me seriously. And we just, like I said, keep in mind, it's not, a lot of times we get frozen in the moment by fear, and we don't allow ourselves to see ahead of it, to see how we will get through it. Got to write our own history, y'all. With that, I say peace.